Yep, you saw the title correctly. We have a new car. Obviously not this one. Now the new car is not going to be replacing the Datsun. We have way too much work to still go on this thing. Got body work coming, stainless steel exhaust, yada yada yada. And yeah, it technically runs and drives. However, I don't know if you can tell, it's still a long way from being able to go out on track. So with the drift season coming up quick, I didn't want to not drive again this year. So I bought a car to learn and get seat time in. So without further ado, so when I was looking for a car, I had a couple of criteria in mind. I needed to be able to drive it to work, needed to drift, have good aftermarket support, and easy to wrench on. For those of you who don't know, this is a Nissan 350Z. This is a 2006 model, which means it has the DE rev-up motor in it, putting out 300 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow, you can read the brochure.
Yes, I did in fact read the brochure. But most importantly, it's enough power to get it going sideways. So of course, the main reason I got this car is for drifting. The 350Z is a really popular choice. I see these cars on track all the time, going lap after lap after lap. It never fails to impress me how well these things hot lap the track. An added benefit is the practicality. Not only can I drive it to work, but it also has this sticker right here that shows you how to fit 2 golf bags in the trunk. Of course, that would mean I'd have to have somebody to go play golf with.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
And there are going to be some modifications on the car. Like the original exhaust that came with it, the drone was terrible in the cab, so I went ahead and replaced it, and that video will be coming out very soon. Other changes that are coming to this car soon include a steering wheel. The current steering wheel is a little too deep, plus the quick release. A little too close for me, don't really like driving like this, plus long arm problem. So I'm going to be changing out the stock seat with a different seat. I haven't decided on which one yet, but I've got a pretty good idea of which one I'm going to use, at least for the time being. And as some of you may have already noticed, in the original B-roll it didn't have a bumper, and now it does. I didn't really feel the need to make an episode over putting it on, but I will make one over painting it, and we'll see how it turns out, because I'm going to do it here at the house. There are other modifications that I'm looking to make on this car, but first, let's go for a little spin. Most of the modifications that you can expect to see here in the somewhat near future are things to make it run more efficiently on track mostly, such as an oil cooler and a catch can. But you can also expect to see the cooler upgrades in the near future. You can also expect some upgrades in the future, such as a hydro and an angle kit. So overall, I'm very happy with my purchase. It drives surprisingly smooth. Right now it's on some Raceland coilovers, which will do for now, but definitely need to upgrade to some BCs in the future. I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm happy about the car, and most importantly, I'm happy that I'll be driving this season. Finally getting some experience under my belt, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're in the market for a seat time car, a learning car, especially for drift, I highly recommend one of these. I highly recommend one of these. So before I end the video, I just want to talk about a couple reasons why I chose the 350Z and why I think it's the perfect seat time car for learning how to drift. Point number one being the reliability. This is a newer chassis, and their original intended purpose is to be street driven. Number two is OEM parts. Especially with drift, you're going to break something. It's just going to happen. So the fact that I can run to AutoZone and grab something on the shelf is a huge win and a really good selling point to have one of these as a seat time car. Number three was huge on my list, and that was aftermarket support. Especially after doing the Datsun build as much as I've done, knowing how much I'm going to have to personally engineer and fabricate and everything like that, I wanted this car to be a lot easier to get off the shelf parts for. So eventually, like I said earlier, we're going to do an aftermarket angle kit, we're going to do different coilovers, we're going to do steering wheel and underglow and all the hot boy things and whatever else I feel like doing. There's a lot of companies that already make all of those things for this chassis, so it's easier to buy it and put it on there than to do it myself. The last point I'm going to bring up is the fact that it's a proven car. It is a proven drift chassis. Any drift event you go to, there's going to be one of these at least out there ripping it around. Yep, so that's going to do it for this one. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.